Good evening, Dandadan fans, Mr. Twitchy, Night Portion, Mugen Eclipse. That's my Ibo over there, Monte the First. We are back for chapter 227, 2027, nope, 227 of Dandadan today.
Ultimate yokai, Vlad, Count Saint
The
Germain.
Impaler.
Yes,
that guy is scary.
He's absolutely going to impale somebody too, just because of that.
Oh, for
sure.
sure.
My God, please don't make it look crazy though. Do not like Tatsu. Don't do it. No.
You already know it's going to be one of those where the character is looking at the viewer, and then all of a sudden they just like open their mouth and they spit out blood. It's just like, Nani?
Tatsu, we know what you are. Crocodile, Luffy. You know what you are. You know what you are. It's going to happen.
Yo, pause.
It's going to be Okudon.
Oh, the hook right through the sternum.
That is one of my favorite scenes of One Piece. I'm not gonna lie, it's up there somewhere.
I've yet to read it in the manga because I just keep getting stuck in Alabasta. But in the anime, it's so iconic. I remember the way that they flash. It's a silhouette, and it's just like bright red in the background.
And the silence,
an iconic.
You just hear the stabs.
Yes.
And the Crocodile's VA, man. He's top 10.
Mugiwara.
He's top 10 to me, man. Every delivery is it's ridiculous.
He
When
knows
he
what
wants
he's doing.
You gotta do another one, man. Final War, we need more Crocodile. But we're here for Dandadan.
Last chapter was all the reveals, seemingly. We might have gotten the end game villain or the mid to late game end game villain. We got names of powers of Zuma, of Momo, confirmation that they were both stolen. Oh no. And we also got two more powers confirmed, stolen, and transferred or uploaded into Vlad, and that being Koki's and Rin's. So we got a couple more before the intrinsic power, quote unquote, for Count Saint Germain, of the fairy tale card yokai is fully unleashed, whatever that means.
Seiko, Turbo Grandy, we need you now. Right now, this instance, right now, because
this chapter.
Who else we got? Like I said, Yin Yang Boys. We keep calling the Yin Yang Boys. YSA and I always forget
Kashimoto.
I don't know how I forget that. That's easy. Kishimoto, no. Kashimoto. So, I don't know. I think one of them is going to die. It's probably going to be Kashimoto, just because YSA
loves
seems
the curses.
a bit more. Yeah, like he has goals. I don't know if Kashimoto's for the vibes or if he has goals.
See, for the streets.
For the love of the game. He's done it for the love of the game.
Oh Lord. And then last chapter we also got a brief look into Basho. She is the shinobi who stole Zuma's power, stole Momo's power. She seems to be one of the lead henchmen of Count Saint Germain, and he was hired on by Vlad. So the power structure, Tree of Sephiroth over here. Yeah, like that has some, I don't want to say real world because that's debatable, but some, real life mythos or legends surrounding it.
I don't know I don't know what this chapter, like, what's next. I don't know. Yo, Zachary, what's up?
How's it going, man? Welcome.
227. Yeah, I really hope the story is long and Tatsu wants to do it and make it that long. Seriously, it would be pretty cool to see another series that can be long running in this era. Why not? Kids need it because their attention span is not, not there. They're done with the
Can we please have an adult series, please, that's in Shonen Jump? Or at least something that doesn't play down to the stupidity of the viewer.
Right.
Was it Zachary or was it Pug that had brought up Blackbeard was introduced in chapter 226 of One Piece?
Zachary, can you fact check that for us? It was me. Oh man, yeah.
Cheetos.
Stomach problems. Nope. The one thing I hate in the world is vomiting. If you were vomiting, I'm sorry. I feel bad. That be you, that is you. Oh yeah, new season, One Piece live action, Invincible. This month, that's crazy. This time be moving.
I am not ready. I prepared myself at the end of 2025. I'm like, okay, gonna get some editing done. Nope. Not the case.
In the year 2057, Dandadan live action, just because, just like One Piece. Tatsu, we know what you are. We know what you wanted that. We seen One Piece. You say, yeah, I gotta do that. Follow the footsteps.
Welcome, Sherm. Welcome, Gav. All right, we got our trio of the boys in the house tonight. I honestly did forget.
Boys, I was playing. I won't.
What do they call it? You're now in the awesome zone.
Yeah.
So thank you for creating the awesome zone tonight. I legitimately did forget who started last chapter first.
I think it was probably me last time. So,
probably you. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will start tonight, but anything else you want to talk about with last chapter, just kind of what you expect from this one, before I get into it?
I always spoil myself on the first page. I always open it up, so I know where we're at. So
okay,
there's that. But so I won't say nothing.
All right. Only guess I have is it might be related to the group date. I think that would be a drastic tonal shift if we go from Count Saint Germain and Ultimate Yokai Vlad to group date sushi or ramen. We'll see.
Going to the Keto family on the moon.
We'll see.
Yes, Zachary, because he was asking about Shinobi or Queen. I said, I still got Queen Sensei. As of right now, Queen Sensei.
Okay.
Shinobi, I forget her name. What's her name?
Basho.
Not yet.
And she's cool. She's cool, but I like this.
My heart still with Seiko, but until then, and maybe Turbo Granny. Whenever if she was a human or whatever before.
Okay,
maybe.
Let's talk about that. It's not a Mandela effect, right? We did see that baddie version of Turbo Granny in the anime. Like, am I tripping? Do you guys remember this?
I want to say
that fan art.
It was fan art, but it almost looked like one of those when the characters get
promotional
introduced
magazines.
In the anime.
Yes.
It looked like that. So whoever did that, they're smart. They know what they're doing.
To me, it was blowing my mind that I was like, I could have swore I've seen her be hot.
Yeah, fan art. Yeah. I feel like she will look like that too, regardless. Now that would be crazy if it is a Mandela effect. See, Mugen Eclipse, we got the resonance. Maybe we're the only ones that have that, But ready to hop into it?
Yeah. All right, guys. So if you enjoy tonight's stream, if you could like it for us, we would sincerely appreciate it. I'm going to react to the chapter first, have a quick discussion with you all. I will bring Vante back in for his reaction, and then we'll have a joint discussion for anything that we both missed. So, with that being said, let's get into chapter 227. All right, chapter 227, Saint Germain's Intent. Interessante. Yeah, yes, good, marvelous. This is the most incredible feeling. Dude, less pelvic thrusting, please. Sir Vlad, your body. Subarashi. That's Sir Vlad for you. To think that you'd be able to contain the powers of 4 yokai of such might. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Please keep the praise coming. You're magnificent, Sir Vlad. How grand. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. They could have a fire crossover with Indeed. What do you say, Sir Vlad? Shall we keep up the momentum and insert another power into you? Count Saint Germain, that might be too... Yes, let's! You are truly a chosen one. Wait, please, we inserted those yokai powers into the test subjects so the powers would evolve. It's far too dangerous to put 3 of them into your body at once until your body adjusts. You are quite haughty, aren't you? Please, forgive my rudeness. Indeed, Red. It's about 100 years too soon for you to be speaking to Saint Germain as an equal. You are a clumsy oaf. You may appear competent, but the truth is you're inept. All you've managed to do is imitate my plan to create the ultimate yokai. I was the one who said that. The ultimate... You are haughty. So very haughty. Very much so. Now, Saint Germain. Red may be clumsy, but he tries his best. And he's so adorable, kawaii. Go easy on him, please. Red, come over here. No, bad touch. Yes, sir. Saint Germain, you bastard, you've turned me into your enemy. Me, the flying ace. I'll pay you back for this, I swear it. It truly is good that you have come. Phrasing. Anything for you, Sir Vlad. Accept your defeat. Oh, your power. He wants your power. The 5th power of the fairy tale card's 6 powers is Little Red Riding Hood, which is you. Oh my goodness gracious. Already 9 pages into this chapter, Tatsu has continued the momentum of last one. He's looking at him. You effing turd nugget! What? Zuma, the boy! I don't know if this looking blind, is that a thing? Futa, where are you? Futa! Futa! Thank goodness you're awake. Who are you? That's Adachi. Your father asked me to keep an eye on you. All right, and I believe since he's looking right at her, he did make eye contact, so I believe his blindness is gone. How about some water, Mizu? I'll contact him now. Here, Mizu. Oh, mush mush. Could you put me through to Masamichi Bega, please? We're truly grateful. It's some kind of miracle. Oh, the curse did get reversed. Wait, so... Oh, this is interesting too. So, with Daiki, he was reversed fully. If Zuma got his eyesight back, that means that was reversed fully. Momo, like, technically, yes, she did get reversed back to her normal size, but it came with the amnesia. Now, was that because of Basho's interference, or is it because of another reason? At the time of his disappearance, he was in grade 3. Daiko Hakono has now been reunited with his parents after 4 long years. Daiki, he made it back. Whoa, thank goodness. Ah, there, look. Huh? Your dad's on TV. That is an ugly crying face. I can relate because I have an ugly crying face too. Your dad's on TV. What the hell's with that face, you old bastard? He looks like a freaking gorilla. Dude, stay off camera. Actually, I ain't got time for this. Gotta head out for a bit. Take care. Huh? Wait! Tell me where you're going. A woman's house. The entire Ayase family is deeply in your debt. Don't be so differential, Seiko. We made plenty of mistakes on our end too, you know. Sorry about that. Far from it. My granddaughter was returned to her original size. That alone was fortunate. Good for nothing. Goddamn turd nuggets. As you can see, we're getting far too old for this. It's exhausting for us to do the rituals by ourselves. I understand. So we asked some young folks to help out. But we realized later there was one whose background we didn't know. So now we're trying to track him down, you see? All right, and showing the boy Manjaro cleanup. Oh, wow. Excellent chapter, my goodness. Let me just say, I think I preferred last chapter, but this one is no slouch at all. Failed NY actor. Ooh, he did wear the hoodie. Good catch. Only 18 plus characters. I mean, she's about middle of the road. She's not near the bottom, but she's got her thing going on. I do have a soft spot for anyone that's taking care of their parents. That's just, commendable, amicable. Oh my god. And for an Enra to go up against a 4 yokai power foe, as in Vlad, that is not going to be a good time. Now, he is very squirrely, so he could have gotten away from the situation, but his relationship / working relationship with Count Saint Germain is completely frayed after this. But him saying Turbo Granny's catchphrase? What? I love that we got a finally an update on Zuma after all this time. And I think Tatsu also picked the right time in order to reveal this to us, given that, we just had his power confirmed being stolen from the last one. I also want to point out, for the record, this is a great what if. So Vlad is not the final enemy. One single body probably cannot withhold all of these yokai powers, especially after they've been cultivated in other hosts, let's just say, over the course of time that we find ourselves with this story. Count Saint Germain, this is all an experiment. Yes, he was hired. Yes, he probably got paid to do this for Vlad. But at the end of the day, he's the one fully in control. I love that little twist, because last chapter, for the first time in a while, I questioned if Count Saint Germain was subservient to someone else. Doesn't seem to be the case. He's still doing his own stuff. Love seeing Daiki back with his parents. He'll probably be written off to the story for a little while, which is perfectly fine, unless we need a prodigy kid like Astro Boy in the future. And then the Sorcerers Association at the end of the chapter, where Seiko is showing reverence and Turbo Granny is showing disrespect, as she normally does. They don't seem to be too upset with that. So, I don't know. They also somewhat look like Serpoians. I don't know if it's because they're a family, but I don't know. Just the fact that I don't see their pupils makes me think they might not even be human themselves. And then on the very right of page 18, we got, what's that famous robber, B. Cooper? Whatever, Mr. Cooper from, I think it was Oregon that he did the plane robbery. He's got those big round glasses. DB Cooper, there we go. He looks like he's got the DB Cooper glasses, so that doesn't look right. And I think maybe Manjaro is next up. Zuma's boy, or Reika? Reika? Rhea is his name, sorry. A little rusty on the names. We haven't seen them in a little while. So you think this is a Serpo family, or this is the Serpos that have returned to the planet? Because I do not remember how many of them there were on the moon. I would have to go back and look at it. But yeah, fantastic chapter. I love that he kept up the momentum from last week. All right, so I think for the emoji that I'm going to send to Vante, I think I'm going to do a wolf. Because Count Saint Germain is a wolf. I'm also going to see if there's a Red Riding Hood. No, not really. I found this random guy enveloped in smoke, and he looks like he's traumatized. I'm gonna send that to Vante. So the wolf and the traumatized smoke guy. Oh, okay. I would really like that, Zachary. That's a cool theory. And I can also see that based on the distinct facial features of these people. Man, there's so many layers to this story. I love that I don't necessarily know where we're going, but I'm now so more than ever enjoying the ride. I just think Tatsu has to be a bit more particular with being on point, or I guess connecting back to his mainline story more often would be my preference. He cannot, Sherm. Smoker L's in the chat. Sorry. There is one more thing I want to talk about with this chapter, and I think I'll wait until Vante finishes his reaction, just in case he comes in the next second or two. But it definitely has to deal with the first part of the chapter, not necessarily the second. And what a cool little twist for page 9. I don't think that anyone would have guessed that power being what was revealed to be that power.
Yo, a wolf? What was that? A wolf or a horse? I forgot what I saw, but in steam. Wolf steam. Steam wolf. Smoke. And then smoke. I don't know what the wolf will be though. Unless Sanjime is a wolf, he gonna turn into a werewolf? We need a werewolf in this series, actually. Anyway, all right, chapter 2, 227, Saint Germain's intent. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Actually, I really like that. We need that. We need answers. So they're looking on to the ultimate yokai, aka Vlad, powering up all the different stuff, Alice in Wonderland, all that, Pinocchio, all that. Anyway, God, good, marvelous. Yes, good, marvelous. What the hell? This is the most incredible feeling. Sir Vlad, your body, splendid. That's Sir Vlad for you. Hey, yo, Sanjay, don't lose your aura. Don't be like a hype man. I mean, I know you probably. I don't know actually. I don't like you doing this though. No, you him. Don't do this. I know you're working for him. Maybe you're undercover. Anyway, to think that you'd be able to contain the powers of 4 yokai of such might. Yep, Sir Vlad for you. Interesting. I want to see some stuff from the past. I can't wait for that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Please keep the praise coming. You're magnificent, Sir Vlad. So he's like people hyping up and shit. You kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie, Vlad. You kind of lame. How grand. So you're magnificent, Sir Vlad. How grand. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What do you say, Sir Vlad? Shall we keep up the momentum and insert another power into you? And Inra like, huh? You know something about an Inra that I like? You know how his eyes. When we first saw when he was undercover, that's how he was. I wonder if that's like how he truly is, just regular. You know, when he's kind of just not, or obviously when he's not angry and whatnot. But I wonder if that's like his real personality. And he just doesn't get allowed to be himself because he looks innocent there, just how he looks. Count Saint Germain, that might be too. So he has his own deal, obviously, and it looks like he's probably. This is all going according to CSG's plan. Absolutely. Yes, you truly are a chosen one. Chosen one, okay, interesting. I see what you are, Tatsu. Like the destined one, the destined child of somebody in One Piece, if you know, starts with an S, ends with an S. Wait, please, we inserted those yokai powers into the test subjects so the powers would evolve. It's far too dangerous to put 3 of them into your body at once until your body adjusts. You are quite haughty, aren't you? Please forgive my rudeness. Indeed, Red. It's about 100 years too soon for you to be speaking to Saint Germain and as an equal. Makes sense, so we get some more of the hierarchy. You are a clumsy oaf. You may appear competent, but the truth is you're inept. All you've managed to do is to imitate my plan to create the ultimate yokai. I was the one who said that the ultimate you're haughty. So very haughty. Very much so. Now, Saint Germain, Red may be clumsy, but he tries his best, and he's so adorable. Go easy on him, please. Yes, it just seems like a setup, like by how he's gassing him up. He's like, yeah, just I'm so happy. I'm in such a good mood right now. Like, stop it. Don't get off the boy's case, okay? Headass. Red, come over here. Yes, sir. Saint Germain, you bastard. You turned me into your enemy. Me, the flying ace. Head ass. Boy think he Asahi. Boy, who he think he is, man? I'll pay you back for this. I swear it. It is truly good that you have come. Anything for you, Sir Vlad. Accept your defeat. Oh, fuck. Look at that framing, the panel. I love that. The 5th power of the fairy tale card 6 powers is Little Red. Don't tell me it's him. Wait, yeah, I look down. Yep, which is you, Little Red Riding Hood. I was wondering. I was like, remember, we were all saying like, who would that be? We were thinking about it, but we didn't really think about it too much, really. Wow. Okay. Shit. So I'm thinking that like Sanjame or Count Saint Germain is playing Vlad here, but no, he playing. I mean, it makes more sense because I mean, just like Vlad said, like you're not on his level. You know, you can't be looking at him like he's an equal. He's been here for a while, just like me. You whoa, you fucking turd nugget. Oh shit, damn. Well, that's confirmation. Well, soft confirmation of a real. I mean, we already know there's a relation between them. Well, we knew that she knew Count Saint Germain. Talking about Turbo Granny, obviously, but now since they're saying the same shit, kind of. He said fucking. So, Tatsu, I love how you did that. And then there's the front gate of the door. Oh, Zuma. Okay, we got Zuma. He wakes up. Where is he though? Futa, where are you? Oh, is he dreaming? Oh no, Futa. Thank goodness you're awake. Who are you? Oh my. Your father asked me to keep an eye on you. How about some water? This is terrifying. I don't like this. I'll contact him now. Here, water. Oh. I don't like that water thing. I'm just thinking about his brother. And that whole situation with the rain. I don't know. I don't like that. The river. Or the canal, or whatever that was. I forget. Canal, I think, or river, whatever. Anyway, I'll contact him now. Here, water. Oh, hello? Could you put me through to Masamichi? Masamichi? Bega, please. I don't know. I was thinking about the what was it, the gym teacher? That's not his name, is it? Nah, his Miyamoto or something. Never mind. I was about to say, hell no. We're truly grateful. It's some kind of miracle. At the time of his disappearance, he was in grade 3. Daiki Hakono has now been reunited with his parents after 4 long. Are we in is this some quantum reality theory? Quantum, like, shift into another parallel universe or something? What the hell's going on? Or is he just dreaming? I'm gonna say he's just dreaming, but I mean, who knows, right? And reunited with his parents after 4 long years. Daiki, he made it back. Whoa, thank goodness. Yeah, he's probably dreaming. Ah, there. Look, huh? Your dad's on TV. What the hell? What the hell's with that face, you old bastard? He looks like a freaking gorilla. Dude, stay off camera. Actually, I ain't got time for this. Gotta head out for a bit. Take care. Huh? Wait, tell me where you're going. A woman's house. Okay. Hospital. Seiko's up, and we see Turbo Granny just chilling or sleeping or just chilling. The entire Ayase family is deeply in your debt. Who is she talking to? Don't be so differential, Seiko. We made plenty of mistakes on our end too, you know. Sorry about that. Okay, it makes sense. So is that him? Okay. So there's that connection, which you kind of assume that priest or whoever this guy is, was spirit medium, and you know, something with Seiko or maybe even Turbo Granny. Far from it. My granddaughter was returned to her original state or size. That alone was fortunate. Good for nothing. God dang turd nuggets. As you can see, we're getting far too old for this. It's exhausting for us to do the rituals by ourselves. I understand. But look, they happy though. They was on vacation and stuff. Or they just visit and they have to, you know, wear what they have. So we asked some young folks to help out, but we realized later there was one whose background we didn't know. So now we're trying to track him down, you see. Manjiro? Or Okurun? Because I don't see him. Where Manjiro. I don't know what to think about that.
I was laughing so hard when you were reading this chapter. My brother, you lost the plot so heavy in the second half. Like, it's pretty bad. Go back to page 13.
13.
You know who that is.
Like, okay, immediately, because, you know, when it comes to manga, a lot of times, and no, it's not a Tatsu, I know what you are, but certain characters do look similar. I was thinking in my head, like, is it his mom and he's dreaming? Because he's talking about Futa. So that's why I was assuming. Obviously, okay, now looking back, it's Momo, right?
Absolutely not.
Then what? What are you talking about?
You know who she is.
I don't know who this is.
You do. You just forgot. I promise you.
I don't know who this is.
Her name starts with an A.
Adachi?
Yes.
I mean, dude, we've seen her in one arc. Of course I'm not gonna remember this side character. Come on now. I ain't gonna lie, like
his dad is the one who saved her from the card yokai at the river.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't remember. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry.
So he was not dreaming. He was not dreaming. She was actually just in his home looking after him while his dad was taking care of getting Daiki back to his home.
I didn't think we would have that conclusion like that.
So this chapter... Yes and no. I mean, we got to see it here, but what I said is that it's a great confirmation that the curses were fully reversed for both Zuma and Daiki. Because Daiki went from an older, like, teenager back down to his original age when he was lost or contained in the Danmanra game to begin with. And then Daiki, when he makes eye contact with Adachi, like, his blindness has been reversed completely. So I thought that was a huge reveal. And then it got me asking, okay, well, what about Momo? Like, why does she have amnesia even though she got reversed back to her normal size? And I think it has to do with whatever shenanigans that Basho was doing inside of her head to make her submit and then give up the powers via the Kozuka knives.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like that. Like, I didn't understand none of that. It didn't seem to me. It just, a lot of it is off screen. After we just, I don't know. It confused me completely. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I liked it because last chapter we got to see that Daiki's power was, stolen from him. But then we get to see the Sorcerers Association here at the end of the chapter.
Yeah, that part, that makes sense.
And they were the ones who successfully removed the curse. So the one person I think they're referring to is Basho. But what I really like about this chapter, because Tatsu's leaving it up to interpretation, are they talking about Manjiro? Manjiro being Seiko's apprentice. So is he the one they don't know his background on? So is he really a friend or a foe?
You know, it's funny. I think we maybe joked about it a long time ago about Manjiro.
We thought he was a double agent or someone was, posing as him. Or it could be a misdirect.
I can't lie though, Seiko, she's one of those characters that, I mean, we compare her to Garp. I don't want Seiko to be a failure or a fuck up type character, because like in this chapter is like, she seems like she is always in the debt of others. It's, even before we even got to knowing these mediums or whatever, we always felt like there's something about her that's like, she can't do this all on her own, but she's just doing everything kind of on her own. That there's no other person besides Turbo Granny that can help her with stuff. So get your shit together, Seiko. Get some friends. You need a lot of people. You need a lot of support. She seems like she's doing a lot of stuff on her own, and it needs to stop. You got sent to the hospital. You couldn't protect your grand. I'm not like putting it on her like that, but like,
sure,
you're very vulnerable. Very vulnerable.
And, let's just talk about the first half of the chapter now on a lighter note, because Count Saint Germain, he's never removed his hand from the steering wheel. He is in complete control of the situation. He's using Vlad as a lab rat, a guinea pig. And he just basically said, go F yourself, and Enra. You want to try to, one up me, I'll have him take your power.
I'm gonna bet right now in the future we're gonna see a quote from Count Saint Germain when he does double cross or backstab Vlad, or he's gonna talk about evolution. I feel like as time went on, he has evolved himself, like by stature, by whatever.
That's one thing I want to talk about, but keep going.
Because Vlad, he's talking to him still like he's his subordinate or somebody that's working for him, which he technically not really now. In actuality, he's not really working for him. But like, you know, I have that vibe. It's like, yeah, you think you're hot shit. We just got you back to having a body and all this. Like, no. Times changed. I'm big dog now. But what was you thinking?
Well, first of all, his quote to end the scene, the exact same thing that Turbo Granny says all the time. And didn't we comment on how
the more vulgar
Vlad is starting to look like Turbo Granny in her form?
Oh yeah.
I think Turbo Granny was his original guinea pig.
I kind of got that when we talked about it last chapter, where I was
we just didn't, you know, outright say it. I think it might have been the implication, but
yeah.
What I think is interesting about that development, though, is does that mean Turbo Granny has multiple powers?
Yeah, I think that's why we talked about it. Because I think Sherm mentioned too about how fast she is. Yeah, I think I remember saying, oh, he looks like the hair looks like Turbo Granny. I was like, oh, maybe that's why that's why she reacted the way that she did, because like it happened, like something like that happened to her before. And I think Sherm mentioned something about like how she was so fast. I was like, oh yeah, when you think about it, like maybe she is powered up with a lot of powers, and that's why she's so damn fast or whatever.
Oh, okay. So kind of like all for one, you know, multipliers that he has.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
but,
multiple speed powers. I must have missed that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's exactly what happened. But like, damn, man. Count Saint Germain, man.
He is in complete control.
That was
and
tough,
Vlad's
though.
just too stupid to understand that he's being used as his pawn.
You think he's laughing with him? No, we're laughing at you too. You too, not just Red. Well,
he is fully drunk on the Kool-Aid. That is the yokai powers.
I wonder, do you think we're gonna see like someone's power get extracted or taken out of it? One of those powers gets taken off of Vlad into somebody else
and given back?
Yeah, either giving it back or someone else gets it. I can see. I think Inenra's definitely getting out. He has a lot of animosity.
I theorized he's getting away, and then he will join our side. That's how we get him on our team.
Yep, and he probably out of anybody, he would be the one character that would know how to, you know. He loses again, man. Red Baron, man. Come on, dog. Damn, man.
Well, he's just setting up for the ultimate W that he's going to take when he courts our girl, Reiko. Smoke and mirrors. You heard it here first.
These mediums, though, man. The hell. They're all jolly and shit.
Ooh, Zachary had a really cool theory about them. Okay. Just take a look. Just take a look at them. And anything that comes to mind, just stream of consciousness.
Sorry, Zachary, man. My brain was just not there. Maybe because I'm doing a lot of research recently, and I'm just looking at a lot of theories and stuff, and that's just something that just came to mind. Where does the Dachi rank? I mean, she's pretty low on the baddies list. I just forgot her.
Forgettable.
I ain't gonna lie, she looks too similar to like, you know, other black-haired characters. Let's see.
Are you scrolling, or do you want me to
just
tell you?
Okay. Yeah, you can tell me.
He theorized that this is the family or the clan that the the Subterraneans, the Quito family, base their appearances on?
Immediately when I saw them, I thought of the Quito family. So, what would have made my portion, the second half of the chapter, even worse was that I was like, "Oh, are we in another universe? And this is the Quito family." When I first saw it, until I kept reading, I was like, "Okay, it's not. This is the the priest or whatever." It was about to get even worse.
Well, we got that DB Cooper looking dude on the right.
True.
He's a weird looking dude. They're all kind of weird
cool,
looking, but
that's actually pretty dope. I like that. I think that's literally what's going on because they do look like them. I can't wait till we see their color in the anime though. But maybe the color is also, they probably weren't that color. Is only the Quito were that color because they're just just some dark guys. Turd nugget though. What is their relation? And if you are related to her or whatever, and I do believe that theory that she went through the same thing, why'd you do that, dude? To your own.
I think he's just trying to find the ultimate life form.
He don't give a fuck about that. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie.
He seems disconnected from humanity, and that's scary. When you have no ties to your fellow human, I don't even know if he considers, like, he might have a god complex at this point. I don't know if he considers himself human. He was the leader of the Kur, remember? And what were the Kur trying to do? They were trying to kidnap, take over the planet, destroy all humans. Shout out to that franchise. Love that video game. But, yeah, I thought this was an incredible chapter. Definitely continued the momentum from last time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And we got both. We got both POVs, the still from the last chapter and the Seiko and Turbo Granny. And then we're going to get more Seiko and Turbo Granny next chapter, I'd assume. Or Manjiro, which is still related to that. So that's good.
Now, we did not see an update on Rhea in this chapter.
True.
Now, he wasn't cursed like the rest of them, but...
I would really like if Tatsu did continue to. I mean, I guess so because he is a part of the friend group. I don't think he'll forget him. He literally made him a part of the friend group. He went on the trip with them. So thank God, Daiki though. Thank God. God damn, man. I did not want that boy to die. I really thought that was going to happen.
I think it was close. I think that was a buzzer beater type of save.
Oh my God.
Like if it would have been like what did Seiko say? Like the House of the Ox, if we pass this, it's done. I feel like we were in the last minute of the last hour of the Ox.
I think what we're going to get introduced to next is good karma. Because this is the result of Zuma helping out Daiki those arcs ago in that arc. So now that he got his vision back, he's good, Daiki's good, they're getting rewarded for doing the right thing.
What would that make you think that there is a version of the karmic ball that's a good karmic ball? Maybe that's Vamola's next suit upgrade.
Yep. Oh, that would be cool. Oh, that would be cool.
What if instead of Gear 3 Luffy, she turns into the aftermath of Gear 3 Luffy? Like she shrinks.
We know what you are. If I see that, Tatsu,
we know what you are.
And Tatsu, if you are watching our video somehow, some way, we're not threatening you or nothing. We're just.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
It literally is a compliment. Trust, it is a compliment. Next, there's no more. We don't ever do no more comparisons because he's seen it and he stopped it because.
He's like, I've been had.
I am so sorry that we didn't mean it like that, but that's cool. You don't really see payoffs happen arcs after that initial arc, so that is different from Oda when it comes to the ending of an arc.
Yeah,
you get the reward for that right then. So this is cool. I think this is like rewarding for Zuma for what he did, and I like that.
I think it's also rewarding in the fact that if Manjaro is indeed the traitor, he threw us off the scent completely and then brought it back into the fray, like an arc or two later. So, you know, in One Piece, there's a traitor reveal sometime in Wano. For me, didn't really hit. I know for some people it did, but me personally, I just wasn't the biggest fan of it because I didn't really care about that character. In this series, if Manjaro was a traitor, to be confirmed, I think I would feel a certain type of way. He's still got some more to be built up, of course, but him being like the senpai of Okarun, him being Seiko's replacement at a certain point, because remember, he was the one that said we need to put Evil Eye down. So if he was a traitor, that recontextualizes that suggestion. Was that Manjaro in the time? Was that someone that had already replaced him? What does he want to do? Is he working with Count Saint Germain?
We're in a reset mode right now. I think now is the perfect time for us to learn. Everybody got their powers taken away from basically damn near like half the crew don't have powers anymore. So it's like now we really had to learn some stuff, especially when it comes to spirit medium stuff. Now that Seiko is like, okay, I'm sorry that this happened, but thank you for helping us. Thank you for saving my granddaughter. Now she has to teach everybody all the spiritual training that she did for Momo, Okarun, and Gigi.
I'm so glad you brought that up. Remember what Manjaro said when Okarun showed him the Ogre Club?
Or like, how did you do that? Or like, how did
he's like, I've never been able to do that.
Right.
So was that a hint at the time? Because maybe he was an imposter and he didn't have the key training that the original Manjaro had from Seiko that he was supposed to be doing for Okarun. And he's like, Okarun's like, thank you so much for the training. And he's like, I just made you clean, dude. That wasn't really training. Okarun, just being, you know, the prodigy that he is, maybe somewhat alien, was able to utilize the key within him. And I think it's also important that we remember what Seiko taught Momo in her childhood and the implication of last chapter that she had a yokai power and that it was not a alien related power. But now we think about it, if aliens can't use yokai powers, but yet Seiko was teaching Momo ki powers or chi powers, like what's the significance of that? Where does chi training come in for like regular people? Because look at what it did to Gigi. He was able to fire off a Kamehameha off of, you know, a month's worth of training.
I wonder. I'm trying to think, how does this ultimate yokai situation end? You know, will they get their powers back? Absolutely.
I think Vlad will potentially explode from overpowered. It is over 9,000.
Count Saint Germain, though, I like how you keep us on our feet. Like
He's the puppeteer, man.
You have our attention too. You really do have our attention. Because sometimes I'm like, in my head, I'm like, where is this going? But I'm like, he's the character that we think he is. He's calculated. It's just why though, you know.
Well, and
like you said, does he have a god complex now?
I love the twist that last chapter we thought maybe he was under someone. This chapter almost confirmed, I would say, that he is manipulating Vlad for his own purpose. But that's not to say he's not working for some greater evil. That, like, imagine this is the right-hand man of some evil Galactus type of alien entity. Because, like, why would... I keep asking myself, like, why... What is the end game goal of creating an ultimate yokai? Just to say you did it? Just to create the ultimate life form, the perfect life form? that you talked about with Oakrune?
Right.
Or is it to destroy the barrier of Earth, protecting it from aliens?
All I know is that backstory, that shit's gonna hit. Turbo
Agreed.
Granny Count Saint Germain on both ends too. Like,
Agreed.
I think first we're going to get Turbo's Granny perspective specifically, with him being in it, but then we're going to get most of his stuff a little later. I don't think it should both be at the same time. I think it should be like
I think so too.
Kind of like
staggered.
Kind of like in Naruto, like when Sasuke learned from Obito about the Itachi stuff the first time, and then he got more after as time went on. You know, Danzo, and then later on again, he got more from Itachi himself.
Okay.
Something like that. Obviously not the same thing, but like I would like to not get everything from Count Saint Germain at the same time as Turbo Granny's perspective. I would like to see him still as like a whatever their relationship was, and then when he became the antagonist in her eyes, but we don't know internally why did he do what he did.
I think it's beneficial if Tatsu doubles or even at that point triples down on the villainy of Count Saint Germain, and then you can humanize him later. To where there's a reason why he did this heinous stuff is because it was for a greater purpose. Or in the end, I don't know, it was maybe to save humanity. And not to say he needs to be completely redeemed, but I do think that there could be a somber point about he doesn't know who he is because of his own amnesia. And he's maybe just doing this to find out what his true identity is.
That's a good point. Since amnesia is a thing, he probably, because he's relearning stuff too. So like, I wonder if he's, let's say if he did get amnesia and then he's getting his memories, or now he's learning things, what made him get to that point where he's like, okay, does he realize that he did, or does he think that he's like, well, I guess he would have to realize, because I mean he's doing a whole lot of galactic shit too, so I would think that he knew who he quote unquote was before he lost his memories, but who gave him the scope, the whole thing about, you know, who he is or whatever.
I think it's a consequence of one of his decisions. I don't know, you know, at what point, like, who's to say Earth of the Dandadan universe, I'm not going to get into IRL stuff, didn't have a king of the Earth? Like, what if he was tasked with the responsibility of setting up the barrier around Earth once he found out about the existence of extraterrestrial life? And again, I keep bringing up this point because I know it's going to be such a payoff later on in the story. What happened to the missing generation of the Sumerian adolescents? Yep. That is such a glaring, like, oh my god type of reveal from the Space Globalist arc that I think a lot of people that have read this far into the series, they're not thinking about. I think about that all the time.
I remember we pointed out, because it was like, why did so many, all of them were old. All of them. Yep. They were just old. And it was so in your face. All of them were like old, frail, right? And they were like, everybody in the series just in their undies or whatever.
Sure.
But we're like, what's up with that? Like, did they turn old? I'm like, nah, I don't think you need to. Well, it would be kind of sickening to see kids, so probably not. But I still don't think Tatsu just did that, just, you know, to show.
I mean, you can show them in the background. You can see them running with their parents. I don't think that's an issue.
Or even shadow it.
Why was Momo the only one shown? To me, that just seemed like it was a purposeful choice.
Yep. Manga and them. Come on, man. Hurry up.
She's still on her way to the planet.
Ludris, where you at, man? We gotta talk to you.
That's the all-knowing, huh? What do you know?
You know, man.
Does he know? He knows.
Red Baron. Come on, man. And then I want to be like, the characters like this, oftentimes a lot of us don't be fans of in the end, because it's like, god damn it, man. Like, shit. You Renji, you know? Like, don't do that. Don't be that. Come on, have a
I
glow up.
called him Smoker, obviously. But you know,
like
that emoji that I sent you, it was a wolf for Count Saint Germain, and it was a guy in smoke that was like starstruck because Enra just had the worst realization of his life that you don't play games with CSG.
Yo, Count. Yo, I wonder if like you said, if Tatsu does triple down, I wonder if he got that from Full Metal with Shao Tucker and his daughter. Like, I wonder if that's what inspired, if it goes down that path of like, because to me, off rip, whatever the relationship is, he's old. I think he's older than Turbo Granny, and whether he was a scientist, older brother, cousin, uncle, whoever he was, he betrayed her. And I think that's what's going to hit even more. Like, damn, you did this to like your little sis or your little, your friend or whatever, your lover, or whatever it is. I think it's gonna be really sad. Like, damn, you did that.
I mean, we talked about the sacrificing the virgin to the volcano. And again, for the sake of sounding like a broken record, I know what you are, Tatsu. What if he's the Kalgara to the princess of Sky Island, Skypiea? Sacrificing a daughter to a god to appease them. What if this god was a Galactus type of alien? That he, as the king of humanity, had to sacrifice his own daughter in order to protect all of humanity. Now that's a real big headcanon. Guys, feel free to poke holes in it if you want to. But I could see Count Saint Germain being Turbo Granny's father. With the way that she kind of like looks at him or talks to him, I don't know, something about like a daughter that, old man, GG. Yeah. So
I do find something interesting. I'm trying to look for it again. Where was it when he said that?
This chapter or a different one?
No, this chapter. Oh, never mind. Oh, the whole flying ace scene. Boy, what the hell you are? Who you think he is, man? He thought he was
the Red Baron, the one who flies.
Who do you think he is,
man? Those nicknames don't hit.
Enemy. He said, "You turn me into your enemy." Like, he's scared. He ain't scared of you. It's like, okay, and like you lose to everybody. Like, what, you think Count
Saint Germain is not shaking in
it's
his
like
boots.
Renji and
I can promise you
like,
that.
why? Like, you're gonna. I don't care what you feel. You're gonna get your ass whooped. Sorry.
It's Kiba saying he's going to become the Hokage. Like, boy, sit down with your dog and shut up.
I will say though, him saying I'll pay you back for this, I swear it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, maybe he will assist.
I want to see it.
You're just not gonna be the one that's gonna do it though. You might do a little smoke screen.
He's
a little something. Oh,
no. for an evil eye punch to the gut.
A little smoke screen so you can get people to escape. That's it. It is truly good that you have come. Anything for you, sir, Vlad. All right, let me see. I was trying to think. Was this something else?
Okay, what did you make of... I don't think we've talked about this yet. Page 6. What do you make of Count Saint Germain's telling Enra that all you've managed to do is to imitate my plan?
Yeah,
I didn't remember Enra doing anything with a... Was he trying to do anything?
Unless this was like... So, going back to if he did this to Turbo Granny, if Count Saint Germain did this to Turbo Granny before, that Enra probably had this idea to do this, and then Count Saint Germain's okay, well, let's do it. I'll tell you what to do. That's why he let him do it with his own crew to get the Kozuka knives and do this, maybe. But it would be weird for him to be like, this is not his plan.
That's what I was going to say. So you think, whose plan is it? Is it Enra's or is it Count Saint Germain's? Because I don't see how it can't be Count Saint Germain's, if that makes sense. Because...
I agree. It's just weird because then even in Enra, he says, I was the one who said that the ultimate, and then cut him off. Like, so, like, how do you... it almost seemed like he's saying like you stole what I was trying to do,
or what
like,
I already did. Like maybe Count Saint Germain knows the end result of this plan, but just wants to see an Enra struggle, fail, despair.
But I still find it weird that an Enra responded to him saying, I was the one who said that the ultimate, and then he cut him off. Like, he's saying, I was the one who came up with this, and then he cuts him off. Like, this is not, like, that's still weird. I don't understand how to read that either.
That's one of the weirdest pages in this manga, and I don't know if we're just like missing something or if I'm forgetting something. Because do you remember back when the card yokai was brought back into the story and we saw the first look at what we assumed to be Vlad, how they were talking about the ultimate yokai? Was it an Enra that had thought this? Or I honestly don't remember.
All you man should do was to imitate my plan to create the ultimate yokai. I was the one who said that the ultimate, you are haughty, so very haughty, very much so. Like, he cuts him off. Unless he's saying like he figured out something that Count Saint Germain didn't figure out, and he's trying to say like, I was the one who said that the ultimate yokai, blah 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 blah, and then he just cut him off there. Oh, maybe so that Vlad probably didn't hear what he was going to say, if that makes sense. Like,
he was about to ruin the plan.
Yeah, he's going to say something like, "Oh, the ultimate yokai is supposed to," because right now, Red, he's like very he's getting pressed right now. He's like, okay, well. Like he's making them nervous and also angry here. So he's like, well, I was the one that said that you have to do this and do that, and then this is all for. Maybe he's about to say, like basically what I'm saying is I think he was going to say something that obviously he didn't want Vlad to hear, but he was in his feelings right there that he didn't care at the moment. That's why he said you're haughty. You're being haughty right now. Like you're doing. Chill.
Okay, I understand that, but
that's weird,
what confuses me is okay. Let's take those two text bubbles in coordination with one another. All you've managed to do, this is Count Saint Germain, is imitate my plan to create the ultimate yokai. Red responds, I was the one who said that. So Red said, all you've managed to do is to imitate my plan to create the ultimate yokai. That implies that it was his idea to begin with, right? Like, I don't get those two text bubbles back to back.
No, I think he got cut off though, because of that. Like, I think he's going to say something else. And I think what he was going to say was going to reveal Count Saint Germain's plan. One thing I want to say though is that I wouldn't understand why let's say if Red was the one who did, let's say he was the one that this is his plan. How would he not know that unless that was just for us, the viewers, how would he not know that the Little Red Riding Hood is a part of that? Or did he just not think it was him? It was something else.
I mean, he could think it's not him if we take into consideration what we talked about last week with that they are like categories of powers, not necessarily specific powers, which I still think that could be the case. I think, there's a little bit of leeway for what those powers represent. I think if it's a loose connection, it'll work.
You fucking turd nugget. So vulgar, huh? Purple Green don't even say that no more. She just said, you damn turd nugget.
She's toned it down a little bit.
Yeah.
PG.
Interesting.
PG-13.
And why that? I wonder if Count Saint Germain, there's something about, like, he's been through a lot. Count Saint Germain been through trauma.
Are we reopening the door, to that Count Saint Germain is a time traveler, son of Momo and Okarun? I want you to look at page 10 and just kind of think about what you just said about the trauma that he's gone through. The gates of hell are featured prominently right there. Like, what has he had to go through in his life?
Team the Adola. Team the Void. That's the only other thing I got in my head is like maybe he did come back from that somehow, but I don't. It's we're building on something though. Like my brain feels better that we're getting more of this stuff now. Because we wasn't getting this out, but I would know what.
I think I also said in my reaction
theories.
that I think Tatsu needs to, and needs is a word, but I think it is my strong recommendation that he doesn't veer so off from the main plot line as much as he does. For the sake of the story, I think he does better when he keeps it kind of on the road as opposed to just going through the thick of it with the trees.
Oh, okay. So going back to page 4,
okay.
You know, when he insists, like, oh, should we add another power? And then Red's reaction is like, he's a Counselor Germain. That might be too. He cuts him off. And then as we keep going on and on and on, he cuts him off again, the page that we're talking about on 6. So maybe what he was going to say was that I was the one who said that, meaning like if you add another power, that something, whatever, the result of that. And Sanjime is like, I know. Shut up. I know. And then he's the one who's added there instead, or the next power. So it's probably something that he thought, like a theory that he thought about himself from this project here. And then Sanjime is like, yeah, I know, shut up. Like, shut up. Let's keep it going. And then he adds them to it. Or his power to it, rather.
Okay. I'm going to ask this question.
I forget they are human.
I need clarification. I think it is exactly, we're in sync. Is Red Riding Hood, Red Baron,
okay,
is he a human with a yokai power, or is he a yokai?
I think Zachary said it last week that he was a human. From something that came up last chapter, I think it made it seem like he was a human human with a yokai power, or turn yokai. I think he's a human with yokai power.
Had the Opie no Mi surgery on him? Because that would have been hundreds of years ago.
I know.
Unless time travel.
I think he's a yokai.
Well, okay, so let's go back to the 5th power, which is you.
Like, shouldn't it be the same as, everybody else? Unless this whole time he's been okay. So you know how I talked about his eyes is closed when he's like chilling, he's not like angry or anything. Maybe he's like, Okuro and Gigi, like Zuma, devil inside or yokai inside, and he's just switching. And like he's, maybe he's just a vessel.
Zachary, I'm not sure if I agree with that. So he says he's the leader of the Black Paladins. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. Because he's not doing corporate. He's not doing corporate espionage.
I'm not. I think this is a vessel situation. I think the next time we see him, he's going to be the close eye, regular, like when we first met him, when we went to the temple. I think it might be something like that. So he joins the crew, he's going to be cool. Like, just regular.
So, like, has he been living for hundreds of years, or did he time travel? Because if he's in reference to the historical Red Baron, and we believe that in the Dandadan world it's like 2000s, 2010s type of age, then he has a 300-year time span.
Maybe yokai, like, if you're a vessel, you can just live a long time. We just got to learn it. I think he'll be the person we're going to learn it from first.
Yeah, it hasn't been confirmed, but I could see that. What if that's the reason why yokais aren't supposed to inhabit humans?
Maybe.
Well, does that mean Count Saint Germain has an inner yokai?
That's what I was thinking. Which, I mean, I'm gonna keep going back to the silhouette thing. I'm sorry, I have to.
Yep.
Like,
I know exactly what
I
you're
remember we
talking
seen it again after we already seen it. I'm like, why would we need to see that again after? I mean, I get it. Okay, so I'm sorry for disrespecting you, Adachi, but we did get that again with, I think, that arc. So with that, which we were like, okay, that's more so like her, since she's made him, that's what she views. But I don't think we really need
Murakami.
that.
Yeah,
Murakami.
I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, I think I am in agreement with you. It always didn't feel right that was Murakami. It felt like he was a scapegoat for what Count Saint Germain was planning in the background.
Or maybe Count Saint Germain is like another step, a level ahead. So like, you know, like Saint Germain or Count Saint Germain and Red, they kind of are similar with like the eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe that is like a different thing. Like that might be like a some kind of hybrid or something. Maybe something with the bacteria. I don't know.
You think maybe he's like a clone of like the body of an Enra? Because we did say they looked very similar. At first, when an Enra showed up, we thought it was Count Saint Germain. And then Vakappa, you know, he sort of looked like Count Saint Germain. And I don't know if it's just, you know, the way that Tatsu draws faces or not. It could honestly be that, but I don't know, man.
Count Saint Germain, man, you winning, man. You moving like Eisen. What's wrong with you? What you doing, man? Why though? Why? Oh, that's gonna be so sad. Don't make me hate you though, Count Saint Germain. You might end up getting hated because I feel like whatever it's gonna be so we're gonna feel so bad for Turbo Granny.
I think there's gonna be some sympathy for Count Saint Germain too at the end. It might be, you know, 500 chapters in, but I think when we finally know his intentions, which, you know, pun to this chapter title, when we know his true intentions, I feel like we are going to feel bad for him. He might not be redeemed, but I could definitely see an Endeavor situation to where we can understand why he did what he did, and maybe he atones with his death at the end.
And then, like, even his, like, something that just in the back of my mind the whole time, the conversation with Okado, like, whatever Count Saint Germain, whatever his whole thing is going to specifically come back with Okado. I think that's the one character outside of Turbo Granny that will have and maintain a connection with him. I just don't know why. It could be for the time travel theory that we had, if he is their child from the future, or because I do find it interesting if he is from the future. I do find it interesting that, and it would kind of make sense if he did get sent back to like the 1700s or whatever, because it's like, okay, it's just enough time for him to, I don't know, prepare for the 2000s, 2010s era or something like that. Like not too far in the past, but also far enough to, you know,
he can build up an empire, wealth, resources. So it's funny, right? I was just talking about how I thought potentially that Count Saint Germain could be Turbo Granny's dad. Imagine that he is, but also imagine with a time traveling theory that he grew up as Momo and Okarune's kid, and Turbo Granny was watching over him, and that's where he got the catchphrase from. So he got the catchphrase from his adolescence, in which she helped to raise him. Maybe she was a babysitter, you know, the house cat, whatever. So that would be really funny if, like, she was raising her dad as Okarune and Momo's kid, and then that caused her trauma all those years before as her father. Like, that's mind-blowing to me.
Or what if this is just a juxtaposition between Seiko and Momo, grandparent, grandchild, and then he's Turbo Granny's her grandfather. But it's just the worst. Like, he did the worst to her while Seiko does everything for Momo. And then the connection between Seiko and Turbo Granny is that like that's why Turbo Granny is always trying to help Seiko, like saving Momo, and because she knows what happened to her grandparent. It could be any of those. It could be a combination. I mean, with time travel, it could be both, like what you said, and that. Try to look at this gate again on page 10. That definitely looks like a person on the top, right? Like in the top center.
I think there's people all around it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like that person, I find it like very prominent.
That's the thinking man, isn't it? The guy that's the famous sculptor.
Yeah. Like,
it looks like it.
Who are you? Or who are you in this story?
Let me look up Gates of Hell door in Japan.
I see somebody's butt on the top right. On the right. What the heck?
Oh my goodness. This is like shot for shot.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna send this to you. This is actually kind of creepy. If Tatsu drew this, he is in another bag. If he didn't draw this, and it's a picture like still. Yeah. Oh God, pardon me.
Pleasure.
Like, look at that picture I just sent you and Sherm, and then look at the actual panel. It is 1 for 1. That is creepy.
Oh, that dead ass is that. That's dead ass that. There's no if, ands, or but. That is literally that. So you just search up Gates of Hell?
Yeah, in Japan. Okay, so let's read the Wikipedia entry /AI. Gates of Hell in Japan often refers to Mount Osore in Aomori Prefecture, a volcanic site regarded as a, if not the, doorway to the underworld, featuring sulfuric, desolate landscapes, a boiling river, and temples. Other hell locations include bada 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 bada. It features the Sanzu River and the Bodaji Temple, where people honor the deceased.
Yeah, you definitely traced it. Yep.
Like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I don't care.
No, I have no problem with that.
Like, even to trace that, that's insane.
But that is, I ain't gonna lie, that would be very hard to trace this, though. Like, seriously.
Like, how would you shade that? How would you make sure? Because that's a three-dimensional item that you're looking at head on.
Yeah. Okay, interesting, Tatsu. Okay, I'm trying to. I still don't know. All I know is that this is gonna be a long ass story. I'm just gonna keep saying that because, like, it has to.
I am so hopeful now that this is going 600 plus, if not longer. We just have too much.
Yeah. But you gotta drop some more bombs on us, Tatsu. Like, serious, to keep this series going, drop some bombs soon. Like some bomb. I mean, these last two chapters is perfect. Like, great. This is what we needed. We needed to head somewhere, but drop some bombs.
I mean, if there's a traitor reveal with Manjiro, you know, the lizard people that may or may not be real, how they are Skinwalker Ranch.
Let's get to some other country stuff too, man. Come on.
I think we're just about there, but again, I will say this until I'm blue in the face. There needs to be some sort of governmental agency that is pulling some strings. I don't care if you know everything. Like, you don't need to be like a god for the CIA, but like, there needs to be a competent government agency in this world.
Tatsu going in the story in the next 2 centuries. That's hilarious, sure. You're gonna live just long like Sanjime in Indra.
If we all become AI or upload our consciousness to the cloud, we can
Vlad
enjoy
really
Dandadan reactions all the time.
Vlad really think he him. He's doing that's crazy. Sanjime is doing the same shit he really did with the Fairy Tail card, and like, you know, getting you out. Hey, what's up? I'm using you.
You know what's funny, and I didn't even question this until this very moment. How does Sanjime / Count Saint Germain know that the intrinsic power of the card yokai contains 6 yokai powers? Like, how does he know that?
Because he did it before.
Because he
had to.
That's why.
I really do think
that's
once
why.
Again, for oh my god, that's gonna be so awful to see that. Like, I'm just thinking about the yokai, him sitting in the chair, right? Stuff getting pumped into him. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Turbo Granny.
Yes. Imagine her as an adolescent sacrifice.
Now that'd be a little too, what's the word, jarring, or a little from, once again, real life.
Dude, we saw Jet getting her flesh eaten while she was still alive. And that was a quick little snippet. Turbo Granny is about to, like, once we get that story in this story, I don't think I'm going to be able to look at her without teary eyes. I'm going to feel so bad for Turbo Granny. It is not funny.
A fucking turd nugget. You know, it's funny and not funny, but I feel like that's a really, like, whatever trauma she got, and the fact that she's even still using that line from him, assumingly, that's probably like a huge insult. Like, I mean, I know that's her go-to insult, but that might actually be like a really horrible insult based off of like what she's been through from him, and she's using what he used. It's a lot of hatred.
I'm gonna flip that. What if that was his pet name for her, or his nickname for her?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
And then it got flipped. Like, oh man, she kind of says it like, you know, I don't think she really means it when she says it, if that makes sense. I think
exactly.
she's also like,
it almost sounds like an invitation,
spouting a catchphrase. But I think when he says it, he might mean it with his chest.
Yes.
Like, you are nothing more than a piece of poop.
Yes, for instance. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, she's gonna have one of the saddest backstories, and we said this a long time ago. She's gonna have one of the saddest backstories in any manga.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we already seen it in this series alone. We've seen Acro Silky, we've seen Evil Eye, we've seen Zuma's back. Like, all these hers is gonna be that times whatever. I think it's gonna be really horrific. Like, I think it's gonna we're gonna feel uncomfortable when we see her in that chair or whatever they did. It's gonna be very uncomfortable. I
think it's gonna be over a volcano. Honestly,
that too. Yep. Oh god. I mean, we kind of already got prepped with like Evil Eye with that whole situation. I can see it being similar.
No, why did I have to think this? Imagine that the volcano is the cutoff valve. If they take the experiment too far, they can always end it by pushing them in the volcano. She transformed into the highest level of existence, the ultimate yokai, and was able to run around the barrier, or to run straight up like Luffy in Gear 5. Okay, this experiment's getting too close to a demon. Let's push you into the volcano.
I just thought about something. So, maybe I gotta just remember every yokai in the series and how they look. But think about her skin. It's red, burnt looking.
Yep.
And no wonder why she's fast. She had to be. That's
the only way she could have survived. Yep. And also, I'm gonna just put the little cherry on top. Imagine she was a beautiful woman, and what that did to her skin if she got boiled, if she had to get the magma on her skin, like Gollum. Like,
also, going back to the Count Saint Germain thing, and like the whole real one being a composer and a violinist and all that.
Mm-hmm.
is it going to be, because I've heard like a lot of stories in real life of people having like teachers or tutors or music teachers that assaulted them and stuff like that. Like I hear that happens a lot.
Wasn't Koki's music teacher kind of abusive?
Yeah, and then even sexually abusive too. And she knows this whole. She taught Okonon and Ira
Tempo.
the whole.
Metronome.
What if she thought this was her teacher, right? This is her teacher, and then
she trusted.
He betrays her, and then I'm not gonna lie. This sounds too much like real life.
It's a bit uncomfortable in that
between
regard.
Adults and children, and
yep.
Tatsu, I'm just saying, if you do, you would make me cry on camera. I'm not kidding. I'll cry on camera.
I cry all the time.
For AOT, I'll cry for manga. I cried for Turbo Green.
I've gotten. You were my enemy, and I cried for you.
I will cry for you.
Oh man, I get teary-eyed in One Piece all the time. I think that might break me. I think the last time in Dandadan where I was just like, oh my god, was when Vamola said goodbye to her mom across the portal. That was the last time I had to.
Oh my god! And then remember in the whole tunnel, right? Seiko says she's, with the girls, right? That happened to her. I mean, we said this before, but now putting this together with what we're learning now with the ultimate
She's
yokai.
been wanting to protect girls her whole life because she was a girl when she didn't get protected.
And who is a comrade of hers right now that we just met? Or
a Buddha?
And she probably the same thing. Oh my god, Tatsu. Or maybe this could be meta commentary too. We've heard a lot of things that happen.
I mean, I think we said that with, what was it, episode 2 or 3 of the show? How it really is a critique of the society that young Japanese women find themselves in, and the I'll call it the environment that they have to live with. Their everyday existence is getting perved on. It's getting, a graze, an inappropriate touch. You hear about this all the time, but like teachers that prey on people, like Murakami. I remember feeling so uncomfortable when I read that portion of the story, because it was so real in that, like, I've seen this multiple times on the news, where these poor kids, and it goes both ways with the genders, of course, which I don't think a lot of people necessarily have the same viewings for female teacher to young boy, but I digress. It was uncomfortable in that it was more real than I expected from a story like this. Like, first impression of this series, the guy lost his balls, we're gonna go get it. It's a quirky, zany, oh my god, there's some adult content in here.
Not gonna lie, damn, that would... In Count Saint Germain, you know what, too, with him, I mean, like you said earlier, he couldn't dribble down to make him horrible. And that would be, like, no bullshit. Like, if he did that, he's gunning for an all-timer antagonist. However, what if, I mean, if Tatsu wants to, he could make it like, oh, well, he turned this way because of something, like whether it's like the void. Let's say he went through the void and came back somehow, and then it corrupted him. You could go down that route, or you could just triple down, just like, okay, well, this is who he is. I'm gonna keep going back to the Okudon conversation though. The whole bacteria, I'm gonna keep going to that. There's something about that, man. All right, let me check that.
I will make a point, and I want to be very particular about how I phrase this. If Count Saint Germain is the type of person that we think he could be, based on Turbo Granny's backstory, headcanon, of course, in our heads, I do also think there is a possibility for Tatsu to bring in a bit of nuance. So, in the law, you can be found not guilty by reasons of insanity. If Count Saint Germain is truly struggling with whoever holds the wheel, like split, like who has the keys to the car, so to speak. I think maybe, like, what if he feels immense regret as him, Count Saint Germain, but it's kind of like the ego, the super ego, and the id of psychology, to where maybe a different portion of him made that decision to sacrifice his daughter, his granddaughter, his student, and then the other portion of his brain has to rationalize that for his own mental sanity, and then the third one feels so distraught at that he is working against his own interest. Because we've said this before too, he's very counterintuitive. Like, he works against his own interest at times, and we're like, why is he going against what his own plan would be or what he's trying to accomplish? It doesn't seem like he's full-heartedly going towards this end goal. Like, there's always these missteps, these weird little utterances. It's like he has a split mind.
Maybe he was obsessed. Maybe he was like a scientist that just kept going. He probably did experiments on himself. He kept going.
Do you think
that's why
he
he's talking
could
about the whole
the first ultimate yokai?
Bacteria.
Do you think maybe he put in a whole bunch of them, and now he doesn't know who's the real me? Like a twice situation.
Could be something like that. I think whatever's going on with him is all mental. And it could be the morality thing. Maybe he threw away his morality to achieve things. So he said, fuck that. Just like in real life with these sickos that we've been hearing about in the files and all that, they don't use their morality. They don't.
They don't have it.
They don't
Any
care.
Concept.
And once again, morality, whether it be virtue, whether it be sin, you don't get punished and you don't get rewarded. But for some people, they don't use their morality. It doesn't matter. They're successful, and it is what it is. It could be something like that. I think it'll be pretty interesting because I think, for a villain, if he's like evil, like that's just what he is, or he turned that way.
I think Tatsu can excel with that, but if he's also nuanced, I think Tatsu can excel with that too.
I like either way. If he is evil and we actually see how he did, like, even if it's because of that, he just didn't believe that he needed morality or needed these things to achieve what he want. I like that let's say if he is the evil, not necessarily for the sake of being evil, but like not a good enough reason. Like he went through trauma or it just kind of happened because of he lived for a long time. He's a scientist or whatever. I think it's cool because most people who are evil for the sake of being evil, they just are with no, like, you don't see why. They just are. They've always just been that way, and then you get introduced to them. But for him, it'll be cool seeing how if he does, turn that way, even if we don't agree with the reason, if that makes sense. Where it's like, okay, I see it, but like, I wouldn't do that. But I see why he did it, but I'm like, no. Like, really? Are you really that obsessed with your,
Well, to make an uncomfortable analogy to our real world is that the events of World War II, that did not happen in a day. It was these sequential events that maybe in a vacuum by itself, maybe not that bad, objectively speaking. But once it starts to go from A to B to C to D to E to F, you don't even recognize where you are at the end of the alphabet from where you started. So it could have been this slow corrosion of his morality to where, maybe he used to feel like, altruistic, used to be philanthropic. I'm just thinking about like how it has gone from where he started, what happened to him, to where he is currently and what he's about to do. Because he has no qualms, I don't think, with doing this experiment again. He's like, screw it, Vlad, go ahead, get all the power. I know how this is going to end, and if you surprise me somehow, then I've done it. I've succeeded. But if I fail, I already knew I was going to fail.
I'm really intrigued to see what other antagonists are in this story, like other main antagonists.
So I will put you on the spot. Do you think he is
really
working for someone else? A la Silver Surfer, a la like right hand of Thanos. Like, do you think there is someone worse than Count Saint Germain that he is reporting to actually, not just, faking being a gig worker on the weekends?
Yes, funnily enough, because of this dynamic with Vlad, like Vlad thinks that he's still whatever he was back then. He still thinks he's like under or like a subordinate or something. I think
hired hand.
I think he is still. I won't say
That's
necessarily
terrifying.
a subordinate, but I think on the hierarchy, there's still something above him.
That's
because
terrifying.
And maybe he's. What would be kind of interesting and kind of cool if he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be a bad guy too to defeat some other bad. Fuck it, I'm just gonna do whatever I like. Usually, you see people obviously with all the goodness from their senseis and just being good, just being a good person against evil. That'd be interesting to see somebody be evil to defeat evil, like actually just straight up. That would be kind of interesting to me. It's different.
Like, I'm going to. I don't think have I seen that? Like, I'm going to be the worst. Well, I guess to somewhat of an extent, Aaron.
Yeah.
But that's more, not as concrete as this would be. Because there would be an actual entity, I'm guessing, that would be the biggest threat. But he's like, if I become the biggest threat, then maybe I can get rid of them.
Yeah. And then it could be one of those things where it's like he, I think over time though, in his mind, I think he's probably like, well, when it's all said and done, I won't do anything else to nobody else. But how do you know that? Or if your nature gets so out of whack that you can't control it anymore. I think that might be something that will happen. In his mind, he's like, okay, well, once I defeat that, is he going to look
back on it? Was it worth it?
Good. That too. You corrupted yourself because you felt like I have to get, it's the same thing as like someone pushes you push them harder. It's like, I'm going to go at you harder. And then once it gets worse and worse and worse, and then you end up doing something that you regret. It's like, oh wow, I shouldn't have done that. And then yeah, I think it could be something like that. But it's hard to read. It could be anything, and that's the beautiful thing with this character is that it could be anything. He could be a neutral. He could be good. He could be bad. He could be switching. It could be anything.
I'm gonna be honest. In terms of anticipation, he might be the most anticipated character in this entire series for me.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Even more so than Turbo Granny. Even more so than Momo, Okaroon, Seiko, Reiko. Like, anyone that you mentioned, I think I am most looking forward to what he does with Count Saint Germain because of what he's already given us and the mystery surrounding his character, because we genuinely don't know. It could be all of these theories. It could be none of these theories. And I think Tatsu will deliver. Now, there are times where Avante and I question One Piece and how Oda is going to execute on certain characters. I don't have a single shred of doubt in my body that Tatsu is going to fumble with Count Saint Germain. This is one of those type of characters that he had planned in mind before he started the series. Guarantee it.
Yep. Because, you're going to get more reveal. Like, you're going to get more reveals from him. Of, like, whether he is a good guy, whether he's a bad guy, whatever the case may be. And like, you look at his demeanor, he always has the same face, so it's really hard to read him. Like, is he masking himself, or is he naturally just void, pun intended, of everything? Like,
well, and this is just the Count Saint Germain that we see today. Imagine we get a God Valley flashback arc for Dandadan. and we see what he was like before
Smiling.
he's this version. He's laughing. He's Joy Boy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But funnily enough, I think it's funny because I say the same thing about Aizen. Well, before, once he finally transformed with the Hogyoku and all that. But like Sanjime, he looks like everybody else. He looks regular. His face looks like all
everyday type of guy.
So that kind of gives me the impression he isn't the big bad, the biggest bad. He's more human. Like, he's more akin to like a human to me right now. So I feel like because of that, and then we're seeing the ultimate yokai. Obviously, he's not the big, but just looking at that, that's a crazy thing. So who knows? We might see some other crazier designs. Not to say that he won't transform or whatever, but I don't know. He has some kind of connection with Turbo Granny. We're assuming it has to do with when they both were human or whatever, before all this happened to them.
Yeah.
So, something else I thought about with Turbo Granny. What if she also went under that, whatever happened to her, like the Ultimate Yokai, and there were other things? Like, maybe, what about the Evil Eye? Like, was the Evil Eye, did something happen with that around the same time too? Like,
remember the volcano sacrifice?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Yep. So were they both around? That's how she knows Evil Eye, and that's because Evil Eye, she says a mountain-based yokai, right?
Yep.
Her friends, her homies, are mountain-based
yokai. Dang, good catch. Good catch. I didn't even think about that.
Whoa. Remember how I remember people pointed out that they said if was Evil Eye like an albino? And that was like one of the reasons why he was also
maybe. I mean, given his hair color,
Turbo
it
Granny
could be
was too.
the
white hair, bushy, like white hair.
And it could have been their clan. So again, if I go back to my Count Saint Germain theory and sacrificing
that's probably the reason
the
why
albinos to the volcano god. Maybe they
Oh,
thought they
what are
were
their
more
angels?
filled with chi, more
Originally.
filled with spiritual powers if they're albino.
Oh God! So we're gonna get one of those. I think. I mean, hey.
I kind of like that. Not gonna lie.
Shit, man, that's
the albino sacrifice to the volcano.
And then we have another clan of people for that. Just like we have Momola's people, right? The Sumerians. Yep, that probably what happened. There's already a track record for it of a group of people, something happening to them. So, yep. Oh wow. Interesting. So, do you think we would meet a? Wait a minute. Do you think Seiko could be a descendant? I'm just thinking of the white hair. I don't know.
She'd be a clan member.
Spitballing. Yeah. I'm just spitballing. Maybe. She's the Momola. Damn, that would be. I like the theories today. Once again, I'm glad Tatsu got us somewhere, man. We finally get to talk about some different things.
Different things, but I also like that we got to revisit some thoughts we haven't talked about in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Because it's been kind of frustrating that we've been pigeonholed somewhat recently of, okay, gotta solve Momo and her curse. Gotta rid Daiki of his curse. Zuma, of course. But now that those powers have been stolen and cultivated in a new power, I think this will be my final point. The powers that were stolen by Count Saint Germain, I do think our characters are getting them back, but I also want to, say with a lot of gumption that this is, if you want to call it, the alpha version of the Ultimate Yokai, the beta version. Mm-hmm. Count Saint Germain will replicate this, maybe even with other powers in the future.
Oh, yeah.
And because of that, I think our characters are going to get their powers back, but what that then terrifies me about is what is version 2 of the ultimate yokai going to look like? If we're gonna, okay, I want to like lay the power levels here, right? I'm not a power scaler, but this is important. What is Vlad in his 5, possibly 6 yokai powered form going to do to our characters? How much are we going to have to sacrifice? How much are we going to have to recover from after that battle? And then think about it. Version 2 is like the Terminators. They are that much stronger, that much smarter, that more adept at using their power. And then what are we going to have to do in the meantime? We're going to have to train our chi. I think the chi training is where it all comes back to. And that's why, final cherry on top, if Manjiro is a traitor, Tatsu, you are cooking with gasoline. Because that is a hell of a foreshadow that I didn't even pick up on. I don't think a lot of people did at the moment. Yeah, fantastic chapter. I love the conversations out of this one.
Absolutely. Tatsu, I know what you aren't. If we get this chi training, I know who you aren't. If you know, you know. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Training?
I know who
Training?
you aren't. Hockey?
Yeah, we'll just put you on an island for a couple years. We'll give you 3 panels. Love you, Oda.
Yeah, this is getting really, really interesting. I like some of these theories, man. That would be pretty cool if they were like from a clan in particular, because we didn't know why they took this kid and did that. Like, why? I don't think, or we didn't have every reason to know. Or
I don't think so.
I remember somebody just mentioned, "Oh, he's albino. He looks different." I'm like, maybe that's something to do with it, or that's an indicator. Because
I mean, it could have just been too. he was in the proximity of the earthworm in like its natural area.
What about the other kids?
I don't know.
You
man.
know,
I'm just
like,
saying
I think
the
they
cursed
did
house.
single him out because of what he is.
That could have been the first one. Yeah, I agree. But do you remember like the markings on the door? It was like they had sealed him or had put him behind some sort of barrier. That was never explained. So I think it could be the albino thing. Honestly, that would break my heart.
You know what? I want to look up if there's like some kind of Japanese albino something, some kind of legend or something. Yeah. Or even just people in reality, like the pygmies. Because I would not put it past Tatsu. I mean, everything in the series is a reference to something. Even for like mountain people or something like that, you know, or volcano, mountain, volcano, white hair. Hey, kitty, I see you sleeping. What's up, girl?
Albinism, I think I'm saying that right, affects people of all ethnic backgrounds. Its frequency worldwide is estimated to be approximately 1 in 17,000. Prevalence of different forms of albinism varies considerably by population and is highest overall in the people of the sub-Saharan African desert. Certain ethnic groups and populations in isolated areas exhibit heightened susceptibility to albinism, presumably due to genetic factors. These include, notably, the Native American Guna, Zuni, and Hopi nations, respectively of Panama, New Mexico, and Arizona. Japan, in which one particular form of albinism is unusually common. Like, what do you mean unusually common? Like, that's just a thing?
Let me see. Japanese history and culture. The perception of albinism is humans that has often been shaped by aesthetic appreciation. It's kind of the same thing you read. Because Japanese, Western African. Okay. Japanese folklore and history tend to view them with more sympathy, often associating them with beauty, purity, or high status.
That's different than how they're treated in other areas.
She's like beautiful.
Yep.
Angelic. There we go. That could be a thing. While others probably looked at it as like a curse. And then that's what they did to Evil Eye and maybe even Turbo Granny. I mean, hell, Turbo Granny's a white cat. You know, that might be you know,
yes.
you know, that might be a part of that too. Damn, her backstory about to kill us. It's going to kill us.
I'm not okay already.
It's going to kill us. Like, especially if she was betrayed. Like, if she's a child that got betrayed. No. Nope. You already know me. Anything with children, no. And like betraying,
anything with me and family members, parents. That betrayal.
It's like when you hear stories, all this, God. Stuff with children. It's like you're betraying the children when you do this shit. Like that's. And then if Sanjime is not a bad guy, right, and it's just way more complicated, that makes it even sadder. It's like, damn, you did this. You made this mistake. You shouldn't have did this or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it is with these two, it's going to be a story. It's going to be a pretty intriguing story. It's not going to be an ass story. There's no way. Or like me.
Any chance you think that Count Saint Germain dyed his hair? Because he has what, pink/purple hair? That is not normal.
Maybe. He kind of seemed like a character that's falling in line, doing things like...
Maybe conform is the better word, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Maybe. Or maybe... I don't know. Well, hey, glad we're here, though. And once again, dope discussions and theories this stream. It's almost a 2-hour stream for one chapter. That just goes to show.
That has not happened in a while.
Right.
If anything, I thought that would have happened with the last chapter, but honestly, no. I feel like this stream has just flown by. It doesn't feel like we've been here for 2 hours. All right, last final point. Quick question, because I don't really know if I can verbalize it too well. For when Zuma is thinking of his younger brother, do you think that souls of people are or can be contained within a yokai? I know that when someone dies, their regrets in life turn them into a yokai. But remember, like, how Zuma was seeing his younger brother, not just the umbrella form, back in that arc?
Okay.
So I'm thinking, like, can you separate the soul from the yokai?
Right. Also, I didn't even think about this. We were all thinking, like, oh yeah, Evil Eye is definitely going to have his get back against Gigi, but, like, now he wants to get back against Count Saint Germain, so I wonder what... I guess they're just going to team up, but,
you
like...
In
Enra. Well, like,
sorry,
what happens...
You said Evil Eye.
Yeah. I meant... Oh, yeah, my bad, yeah. But, like, what happens there? Enra, he wants to get back against Gigi, and then now he wants to get back... Like, what happens?
I think he will be an ally of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet.
Or it could be a plot twist and he ends up... Imagine he ends up stealing Gigi's Evil Eye for himself. Sometimes I like stuff like that in stories where it's like, how about people just do things that make sense all the time? You know, like, why not? I mean, you 2 birds with 1 stone, right? You take his power, you get back there, and you go against him. Why not?
And then I use this to get more power.
You know? But, yeah. Manjaro, time's up. I don't know if that means it's you. I don't know if it's a red herring and you about to get attacked. By the way, I just wish you... I hope none of those happen. I hope you're not a bad guy, and I hope you don't get bodied.
Justice for Unibrow. Justice for the Bootuber.
Yes. It's all for Bootube, man. Give this man his own Evil Eye. I mean, technically, right?
I still think there could be more than one, but we've already yapped long enough.
The wording is still strange. It's like, it sounds like it's plural, but yeah, man. So, yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say.
All right, I am just going to thank everyone for showing up tonight. We had Zachary, we had Gav, Sherm, of course. I believe we might have had one or two other viewers. They didn't leave any comments in the chat, but that's okay. We still appreciate you tuning in. Vontae and I will be back tomorrow evening on YouTube with Chainsaw Man Volume 20 Part 1.
Yes.
Per our boy Sherm's recommendation, it will be an entirely dual reacted volume. So we will be doing half the chapters tomorrow, half the chapters likely the week after. So if you guys are interested in Chainsaw Man, it has really picked up its stride, just like Dandadan has, like peak form for Part 2 at the moment. Still got some other stuff in the backlog. It's going to be coming pretty soon. You guys might randomly see a Fire Force episode this weekend because of an anticipated bout that will be upcoming. We might just publish that out of order just because of how hype it's going to be. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right, so stay tuned in March. New stuff. We got One Piece live action. We got Invincible. So that's some things to be added to the winter season. And then within the next month, stuff like Fire Force, and pretty much all the other winter ones, if they were 13 episodes or so, they will be ending within a month's time. So stay tuned, though, because there's still more things coming even after this month as well, going to the summer season. So we here, always going to be here with the manga, always here with the anime. Obviously, we have the backlog, but we're here with the manga nonetheless. Can't wait to get back to some other stuff, too, like Haikyuu, Charm. I can't wait for this. That match is so good.
So ready. I'm so ready.
My favorite match. It is. It is. My favorite. But that being said, man, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next stream or video. And peace.